animals. The question is why, with so much information that was given to both the Harris government and the McGuinty government, why was it continuously being neglected and not acted on? I mean, when we did these campaigns, we had very responsible health officials with us, and it was well known. We were in the media, and the reports were as official as can be. Why has it taken like 8 years for them to realize how important this issue is? And then we got to ask, what are the next steps? You know, I haven't heard anything still from the McGuinty government on what they're going to do to address this issue. The panel, they had 23 sessions, and supposedly a lot of people weren't showing up at these sessions, and they were buying people to participate in these sessions. During our campaigns, we were talking with people from all walks of life, and we talked to people from all walks of life, and they came by the hundreds, if not thousands. And so we were able to talk to people that weren't getting paid to come, and we were able to get a good feel and good idea of what the people of Ontario and Canada were thinking about these issues. That's why we made these recommendations. So it's been 10 years since we've done that. And where are we?
What is a non-heart beating donation?
Before April of 2006, our Canadian medical centers were only performing brain-dead donations. Once the heart stopped beating, they would not retrieve any of the organs. They thought there was a medical and ethical issue involved. European countries such as Spain, who pioneered the non-heart beating donation, had been performing these operations for years and years and years very successfully.
So after the heart has stopped beating, you can still harvest. You must have a very short window there.
5 minutes. Yeah. So, and that's more than enough time. Now, if we started performing these non-heart beating operations like from way back in '99 when we first recommended that it be done, we would have probably had literally, if not hundreds, maybe thousands of people alive today. So if this procedure gets performed in every hospital across Canada, statistics that were shown in other countries when they incorporated, it could increase up to 20 to 30% our pool of availability organs. So that's one area. You know, retrieval centers, how many organs have gone to waste because hospitals weren't able to have the proper equipment or aren't set up to retrieve organs, and organs went to waste. Opt-out system. Overwhelmingly, we found people are in favor of that. And if that's the case, that would probably be the biggest engine to drive the rate of donations that much higher, you know. And then we're also looking at maybe possibly nationalizing our system with a provincial delivery system. Recently, they found a liquid in Edinburgh, Scotland, where they could sustain the organ up to 48 hours. So in a country as big as Canada, that would solve our logistics problem. We can literally have these organs on ice in this liquid for up to 48 hours, and we don't have to worry about whether they're coming from Vancouver to St. John's. So we're not at the cutting edge when it comes to organ donations. Other countries are. They have research teams, and they're listening around the whole world. You know, what's the newest, most innovative procedure that's being done towards organ and tissue donations, and they're incorporating things so that they're at the cutting edge. So what I mentioned is just a bit of the shopping list, and there's still many more other areas that could have gotten addressed, and I believe that we could be as successful as Spain. They last stated a 94% success rate. That's very high. Canada can have the same. So again, I don't know. I've been here about a dozen times already, and I feel like a broken record because I don't know if I'm being listened to or what's going on. But I'm going to keep doing this, and this new campaign is going to hopefully bring a lot of attention back to this issue and really make this the number one issue. And we should make this the number one issue. It should be the number one issue when the election's coming up. It should be the number one issue when the federal elections are coming up, because there's lives at stake and they all can be saved. What could be more important than that?
You got your transplants here?
Yes, both of them. I was very fortunate too. And so, you know, I have my work's not finished, I guess. You know, I gotta keep, you know, I really believe in my heart of hearts that we're going to get this right. I was hoping sooner than later. But there's a lot more work to be done, and that's why we're launching this sixth campaign, SOS 4000.
Is the North York gentleman, he's not here today?
Adolfo Flora? No.
Who had to go to England?
No, he's not here.
And he went there because there was no, you know, he was way down on the list or whatever. He didn't have a hope of getting one in Ontario for some time? Or?
Yeah, my understanding, so you're quoting from my understanding, is when he approached the hospitals, he was told that they could not perform a live donor operation at that time because they didn't have the proper, they weren't ready to do it at that time. And at that time, England was. Yeah, apparently that's what happened. And again, this wasn't, I know for a fact our doctors and our hospitals are the best in the world. When I went to Europe, they told me that as well. So our doctors and our hospitals are the best we can find. But what we need is government backing so they can be the very best. You know, they can be provided with the funds and research and to update and reform our present system so that they can do what they do best and even better. So this is why I'm saying this issue needs the utmost priority so that the doctors can get, the hospitals can get the proper funding, and that we reform our system so that we can have the most donations, we can reach our full potential in helping save everybody on that waiting list.
If I might add, that's actually why I'm here, because in the past it's been simply a financial contribution that's been made to George in support of his campaign across Canada, which we were glad to do. But this time around, we decided, since he got healthy, we decided to work collaboratively with him and the Organ Transplant Association and our corporate partners to use some of our muscle, if you want to call it that, to work collectively with George, the media, our corporate sponsors, and our customer base, the California Sandwich customer base, which is somewhat substantial within the Greater Toronto Area, to bring more attention to this campaign instead of simply just writing a check to George, which he needs and deserves to help fund this campaign. We want to bring a lot more awareness and bring a lot more funds to the actual campaign itself than in the past. Let's put it that way.
Thanks.
We're good? Thank you very much. Appreciate it.